Hello, my name is Jennifer Sloan, and I am here to give you a presentation about how to be a better advocate and advocate through research so that if you are having an issue where schools are not wanting to do very simple solutions for kind of complex problems, then this is going to be a situation where schools aren't really going to be able to argue with you because best research and best practice is best practice. And schools typically should know that. So before we begin, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the reason why I'm doing this presentation. I am a candidate for the Aggie I-Corps at New Mexico State University, which is a derivative of the National I-Corps program from the National Science Foundation. What I-Corps really kind of embodies is that we are researchers, we're a team of scientists and entrepreneurs that are trying to find big solutions for everyday problems. So one of my research interests is working with kids with disabilities. I am a special education teacher in the Las Cruces Public Schools District, so I've been in this position now for the past 6 years, and this is something that I really love. I really enjoy it, and being able to help parents not only know what to do with their children with disabilities, but also how to be a better advocate, because the reality is that you are your child's best advocate. It's something that is of a fascination of mine and also a deep personal interest of mine. So that is the reason why I am giving you this presentation. Today we are going to be talking about effective communication, because that's ultimately where when you begin to advocate for yourself, where you begin is you need to be able to effectively communicate with the teacher and also with the schools. After that, we're going to look at some of evidence-based practices, which are some of my top picks. Some of the teachers may be using this, some of them may not. I really want to stress heavily that they don't necessarily have to, but some of these are also really simple methodologies that not parents, but teachers can use in the classrooms that, again, can really alleviate some of those challenging behaviors that we see with kids. We are going to also look at how to advocate for evidence-based practices if this is something that you feel would be appropriate with your child in the classroom, and how to be able to build a better team with the teacher. And then we will go ahead and close it up. So to begin, I want to let you know that I am not an attorney, I am a teacher. I cannot give you any type of legal advice or consultation. So if you feel that your situation requires legal advice, I encourage you to either connect with an attorney or the staff at Parents Reaching Out. So if you are watching this video, some of the slides may look a little bit different because this was actually a presentation that was given live. Right now, currently, I am doing a second presentation with a voiceover, and that's the reason why I have to kind of make this make sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to better communication. All right, so this little elephant that I drew, he says something very simple. Hello, teacher. I would like to talk to you about how I can learn better. And I really chose this because if only the entire world were a great communicator just like this elephant. However, usually the world doesn't work that way. In fact, actually seldomly. One of the things that I really think is very key and very crucial in being a better advocate is making sure that you are able to at least be able to connect with the teacher, be able to connect with the school some way. In my own personal account, one of the things that I do with parents is making sure that they're able to come in before the IEP, before the initial IEP, be able to look at the room, they're able to ask me questions, and I'm able to see the kid. it's important to note that my students are preschoolers. They are 3 years old, 3 to 5 years old, and they have all been diagnosed with severe and profound autism. So they are level 2 and level 3 kids. If they're level 1, then they typically go to their home school. So again, making that foundation for better communication and making sure that, you have that good rapport, but not everybody has that good rapport. So again, like the elephant, not everybody is able to convey their thoughts like this and so eloquently as he is. But again, he's calm. And as we go into the next slide, where it says, "Listen, teacher, I need to talk to you now. We have a problem." Well, when we're angry like this, we're really kind of not going to get anywhere. And when I was at the Parents Reaching Out conference, one of the things that I saw was that there was a lot of parents that were really calm, that were just kind of looking at how to be there and be strong for their child, which is great, which is awesome. And then there was also some very unfortunate situations where parents were there because they were in some type of situation that was unfortunate. Know that only you can control your own emotions in that. And I know that it's hard. I know that it's frustrating, but your child really does need you to be strong for them, and advocate for them. And the only way that you can do that, building the foundation for that, is really honestly to calm yourself. And I know it's incredibly difficult when you're going through a situation, especially when it's unfair. But if you're able to keep your cool, I can guarantee you're going to be able to make better results, have better results, and be able to connect with people better. So all I'm asking you to do is to give it a try. I don't know your situation. I will not be surprised if you contact me at the end of this presentation on Facebook and say, "Well, you know what? Here's my situation. It was unfair for you to say that." I'm sure that what you're going through is, probably wrong. For argument's sake, let's just go ahead and say that it's wrong. However, again, I'm challenging you to at least make sure that you have a cool head on your shoulders, to where you're a better advocate for your kid. And that goes into this point, being on the same page, because essentially your child is being serviced in this school, and being part of the IEP team is, you have to be part of the IEP team. The IEP team really is driven by your child and what their needs are. I personally believe that parents know their child best. And I really, really strive to integrate parents into my classroom as much as I possibly can. And that's being being on the same page. Not everybody has that type of relationship. So I would really also challenge you, if you are in a situation where it's very charged, it's very heated. I would really challenge you to find out what drives the teacher. Why does the teacher do what he or she is doing? What is their motivation? Because everybody is motivated by something. That's essentially why they do what they do. And trying to see if you can kind of meet them halfway. Because as you can see here on the page where it says, the elephant says, "This page is better." The monkey says, "No, this page is better." Well, we can kind of have these arguments all day long, but at the end of the day, does it really matter? Because your child is the one that really needs services. And being able to meet schools halfway, if you can meet them halfway, will be able to really behoove you quite a bit. So at least consider the possibilities of trying to do that. I know at Parents Reaching Out, part of being an advocate, if you do need an advocate in the IEP, one of the services that they really kind of offer is to help you be able to analyze your situation and help you be able to communicate better with the school. So the reality is that somewhere down the line you're going to have to talk to these people, and that's just the reality of the situation if you're in something very severe.